What should I do if my income is too high to contribute to a Roth IRA? This is one of the most common questions I get asked as a financial planner. Most people think that when you make too much money, you can no longer contribute to a Roth IRA, and this is partially true. There is a rule where if your income is over a certain phase out, you no longer are able to contribute to a Roth. And just so you know, this is based on your modified adjusted gross income. The number is if you're between 230,000, that's where the phase out starts, and it fully phases out at $240,000. That means if your modified adjusted gross income is over 240, you no longer can directly contribute to a Roth IRA. However, that does not mean you can't indirectly contribute to a Roth IRA. Let me tell you about the backdoor Roth. So the backdoor Roth is a way for high income earners to still get the $7,000 per year into a Roth IRA. All it does is take a few extra steps. So to do a backdoor Roth, you put money into a traditional IRA. You basically use it as a non-deductible IRA. What that means is that you put the $7,000 in, you do not deduct that money on your taxes, so it's an after-tax contribution, and then you convert it to your Roth IRA. It's really just one extra step. So let me recap. You put money into the IRA, the traditional IRA, you do not deduct those dollars, and then you convert it over to Roth. It's basically just one extra step. You're sidestepping this income limit because there's no income limit to using a non-deductible IRA, and then you convert it to Roth, and now that money can grow tax-free. But that's not the end of the story. There's a few things for you to know about. One of the big things that you need to know is about the pro-rata rule. So the pro-rata rule basically says that if you have an IRA over here, so let's say you have a $7,000 IRA that's been deducted, and now you want to do the backdoor Roth with $7,000, the pro-rata rule says, whoa, you can't just convert this $7,000 of non-deductible dollars over because they look at all IRAs the same. So they'll say 50% of your total IRAs are pre-tax, 50% are not deductible. So what that means is that when you do this backdoor Roth, 50% of that will be taxable. So how do you get around this? The way that you get around this is, one, you could roll it into your 401k. So this is the most common thing that people do. They'll just make sure that they have the ability to roll IRAs into their 401k. They'll roll that IRA in, and as long as it's in by December 31st of this calendar year, then you can do the backdoor Roth for 2024. The other option people have is they could convert that money from pre-tax to post-tax. So let's say you're like, hey, I'm just going to do the backdoor Roth, and I also want to convert that $7,000 over. Well, then you would get $14,000 over to Roth, and you would pay tax at your income rate on the $7,000 that was already pre-tax. Those are really your two main options if you want to do the backdoor Roth. It's also a big reason why you might want to roll old 401ks into your new 401k when you switch work, not into an IRA. The other thing that you need to know is that you need to be tracking this. So a lot of people do the backdoor Roth and they don't know about the pro-rata rule. The other thing they don't know about is that you have to file Form 8606 when you do your taxes to keep track of the basis. So make sure you're doing that, and make sure you're communicating with your CPA or tax person to make sure that gets done. So to recap, there are income limits for people where if you make too much, you can no longer directly contribute to a Roth IRA. If this is you, the way to get around this is to do what's called a backdoor Roth. You put money into a non-deductible IRA, you convert it to Roth, but you have to be aware of the pro-rata rule and make sure you have $0 in any other IRAs by December 31st of the calendar year. You'll convert those dollars, then do not forget to get those invested. A lot of times people convert them and then they'll sit in cash and they think it's done. You still have to go pick the investments. The Roth IRA is just an investment vehicle. It's not actually invested in anything. It could be sitting in cash. And then make sure that you file Form 8606 to track the basis for the future. If this doesn't work for you, if you don't have the ability to roll it in, your 401k has terrible investment options, well, the only other way that you can really get Roth dollars in is by doing your Roth 401k. Or for a lot of high income earners, they say, hey, I want to do my pre-tax 401k because I'm in the 37% tax bracket, but I have the ability to do a mega backdoor Roth. I will do a whole video on this later on, but the mega backdoor Roth basically says, hey, you put in 23,000, your employer matched 7, you've done 30,000 into your 401k. Well, the annual limit this year is 69,000, so you have an additional $39,000 of room left. You can put money into an after-tax 401k, but you will have to have a 401k at work that allows it. And then you can convert that over to Roth right after, very similar to just doing the backdoor Roth. For a lot of high income earners, doing the mega backdoor Roth and the regular backdoor Roth is a really great tax strategy to be getting potentially $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 into Roth every single year. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and go subscribe to my channel for more personal finance content. And as always, please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I promise to get back to every single one of them. We'll see you back next week.